Whoa, where did that go? Opelousas?
Let's go, Nook. You got it, you got it, you got it.
Welcome back to another edition of Nook Fears Storytime. I'm gonna try to tell this story as respectfully as I possibly can because I don't want to tell this story as if I'm being ungrateful or I just had a completely horrible time or I don't want to be disrespectful at all. And I'm saying this as to just tell my side of the story, how I feel, what I thought, stuff like that, with no animosity or disrespect whatsoever. Um, but on this edition of Storytime, I want to finally give y'all the story of my 30th birthday trip to Houston with my best friend Jazz. So this is Nook Fears Storytime. Houston, we have a problem. Um, so for my 30th birthday this year, I decided I was going to go to Houston. My friend Jazz, friend of the show, you guys all know her. She moved uh, to to Houston, and so I thought it'd be a good idea for me to go out there for my birthday. Uh, new place, got space for me to come, crash out, so I ain't gotta get a hotel room, save a little money right there or whatever. And yeah, and me and her hadn't spent uh, a birthday together since we did my 25th birthday in Miami. Everybody remembers that trip. I've done story time on that, stuff like that. Um, so thought it'd be fun for my 30th. We link back up and we run it back, try to have some fun, right? So we make the plans to link up. She's at this point, she's still currently coming back and forth from Louisiana to Texas, grabbing some of her stuff to move to a new apartment. So she come to get a good portion of her stuff here, some of the last of it actually, if not the last of it. Um, the point was to come here, grab some stuff, go back, and then enjoy the weekend. So she came. She had her stuff packed in her vehicle. I put some of her stuff in my vehicle. We hit the road. Um, Drive was smooth. Trip was smooth. Uh, Anybody who knows me knows I have anxiety when it comes to driving in uh, a lot of traffic, which is crazy because I like being in big cities. I just don't like driving in them. But getting into Houston, we all know how Houston traffic is crazy. People don't use signals. They just drive. So they gave me a little bit of anxiety, especially following behind her, because she's a speed demon. She doesn't know anything below 90. Um, so I follow her all the way back to her new place. Uh, Gated community, beautiful. If I was to move to that area, I would love to be in the apartments similar to hers because her apartments they're fire. I like them. So get there and I'm helping her move her stuff into her apartment, and she stays on the third floor, which is the top floor. So I'm going up 3 flights of stairs with her stuff. She's doing it too. We both sweating, out of breath, out of shape, just big backs, going back and forth from the car, up and down 3 flights of steps. A whole workout, people. A whole workout. That's also why I wanted to travel on Thursday. My stay was supposed to be from Thursday to Sunday, but I wanted Thursday to be the travel day. We hit the road, help you with your stuff, and then we could just kind of chill out, rest, regroup for the Friday and Saturday. And I'm glad I thought of that because after I helped her get her stuff inside the apartment, I didn't want to go nowhere or do nothing. I was exhausted. I was sweating. I just wanted to take a shower and chill. And so did she. So get all the stuff in the apartment and get in, we both clean up, shower up, and There's only one TV in there. It's in the living room. Her apartment is nice, by the way. Nice 2 bedroom, 2 baths, beautiful. Got a balcony. Her balcony view is one of the best views there. Good. So get there first night just chilling. I throw something on YouTube. She watch it with me for a little bit. Um, the recurring theme during the trip was her being on the phone, her being on FaceTime. Um, Now in Miami, things was different. Like that's a mutual setting. So if I felt like something was an issue, I could have just been like, "Hey, look, stop doing that. Don't do that. We're not here for that. Let's, pay attention to me. Let's do this. Let's do that." You know. But I don't feel comfortable going into somebody else's home, a place where they are paying their bills, and tell them what to do in the company of their own home. I don't feel comfortable doing that. So I tried not to make a big issue of what she was doing when she was in her own residence. We get there, she's like I said, she watches whatever we watching for like the first hour, and then after that, it just kind of became more of her being on FaceTime with her other friends. Um, okay, I just figured, okay, this is the first night, we're not really doing nothing. I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it because, like, not a big deal to be made, just chilling. So if you want to talk to your friend on FaceTime, go to your room, be in your room, okay, cool. I'll try to keep myself entertained for the night. Um, but it wasn't just her friend. She also has a new boo, a new interest. Uh, so it was, so she was going back and forth between him and her other female friend that she's really cool with. So I'm like, okay, you've been traveling on the road. We've been unloading. You just want to talk to your people. Okay, cool. Not gonna make a big deal out of it. Friday and Saturday, I should have most of your undivided attention. I'm not gonna make a big deal. So Thursday night ends, and okay, I'm cool. We good. Uh, so prior to me coming, the one thing I know I wanted to do was go to a comedy show. So I booked tickets for a comedy show uh, at midnight. It was a late midnight show. So we just had to fill out the day that Friday. And when Friday came, we brainstorming ideas as far as like what to do. Um, I know she brought up a mini golf place and she showed me what it was, and it was like this really, really extravagant mini golf place. I was very interested in going. So I thought that was gonna be on the docket. We could do that and we could do some other stuff. I know I wanted to go to the mall. Um, but we had to eat first. Now, Jazz is somebody who could starve herself for an entire day. If you want to eat, you have to let her know you are hungry. We need to eat. So we got up Friday and it's brunch time, and I'm hungry. I need to eat. I can't starve. Look at me. I can't starve myself. I got to eat. So I looked up some spots, and I came across another Broken Egg Cafe, which I did not. I've never been. Didn't know what the food was. Didn't know what the vibe was, or whatever the case may be. I wanted to check it out. It looked good. And I didn't even know we had one here in Louisiana. It's in Lafayette. Jai, we need to go. Um, one of these mornings, go grab some brunch there. So we go to another Broken Egg Cafe. When I tell you that food was so good, I got cinnamon roll. I got French toast cinnamon rolls. So it's French toast, but they're made in cinnamon roll form, and it comes with eggs and your choice of bacon or sausage. And then I got a mimosa with it. And my God, that was the that was the best food, the best breakfast I had had maybe in my life. If not my life, a long time. Those cinnamon roll French toast are 10 out of 10. If you ever get a chance to go to another Broken Egg Cafe, check them out. I'm going again and I'm getting the same thing. So we do that. We eat breakfast. We have our mimosas. I forget my belt. So all my pants that I brought required a belt. I didn't have a belt. So even going to breakfast, my pants was like not reacting well with me. because I got I'm in shape, so I got a slim waist. I'm fit. So we go to the mall. I'll go to the mall. I think it's the Burlington in the mall. Is it Burlington in the mall? Yeah, Burlington in the mall, I believe. I could be wrong. My memory bad. But I got my belt, Steve Madden belt, and then we decided to walk the mall. The mall is the mall in Katy, Texas. So it's a circle. So you can start one way and just walk all the way around until you make the full circle. So we in there, and my whole point of being there was, besides the belt, was to get my daughter, who magically fractured her wrist the same day that I left, to get her a souvenir, because every time I go somewhere, she wants a souvenir. So my whole goal was to get something for myself because it's my birthday, and get a souvenir for her. So we walk in the mall. Of course, I'm just amazed every time I'm somewhere new that I haven't been before, even though I've been to Houston, enough times, but I hadn't been to that mall. So we in there, and I see this place that sell that's this ice cream spot, and they had this Oreo milkshake. Got that Oreo milkshake. Oh my goodness. So another broken egg cafe and that Oreo shake. Oh, I was good. I was feeling good. But I'm not gonna lie to you. Uh, Me and Jazz were kind of like not feeling the best, um, because we were on some medicine and it was affecting us a little bit. We had some medicine, and I so we in the mall, we walking, we hitting different stores. I find a souvenir for my daughter. I got her some headphones. Um, we come to this spot, in the mall they have the little stands where people try to sell you stuff. You try to walk by them and hope they don't look at you and try to be like, come on, come on, come on, let me show you this. Let me buy. Let me try to sell you on this. The salesman in the middle of the mall. So we walking by. There's this shoe cleaning stand, right? And truth be told, I already had some shoe cleaner for my shoes. But there's a shoe cleaner stand. We walking by, and there's this stud that is relentless. She calls us over, and we was trying to walk past her, but she was just getting our attention, and I'm just like, I'm like, okay, anybody who works that hard to get my attention, let me just turn around, let me see what she talking about. So I walk up to the little shoe stand. She said, "Hey man, look, you ain't even gotta pay for the kit, because they're selling shoe cleaner kits. Like, man, you ain't even gotta pay for the kit. I just want to clean your shoes." Now at this point, I got my white forces on, my Air Force Ones. They're a little dingy, they're a little dirty, so they could use a little cleaner. So she like, "Oh well, I can get my shoe clean. I ain't gotta buy the kit." All right, cool. That's how they get you in. Of course, they're gonna try to sell you on it. I knew that, but I know at minimum I was gonna get a free shoe cleaning. So I, I walk over, I put my foot up, I let her clean my shoes. Now she's spraying the stuff on the shoes, telling me what it is, telling me what it does. She got a towel, she's cleaning the shoe, da 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 da. Now, because this is the Pride Month, I wanted to highlight her because she's a part of the community. Clearly, she's a stud. So I'm not expecting I'm not expecting like no good sweet talk banter from her. Like, you're into girls, so I'm not trying. But she's a salesman. But at that point, I wasn't deciphering that. I wasn't thinking about that. So she's cleaning my shoes, and I just feel like she's just saying stuff that just kind of piques my interest a little bit. Like, I'm not attracted to studs. That's because if I was a film, she's one of those studs. Like, she was decent. She's one of those studs that if you're a film, you would mess with her. If I was a film, I would mess with her. She was an attractive stud. She had potential. So she talking, she cleaning my shoes. She say, "Hey, yeah, big man, you know what I'm saying? Like, this, does that," and she just, she rubbing the shoe. Of course she got to bend down to rub my shoe, but she's looking up to me, talking to me. She look at me in my eyes. She say, and she got that sweet. Studs got lingo, so she's using that stud lingo on me. You know what I'm saying? "Hey, big man, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna really get your shoes clean. You see how wet this is? You see?" And then she's spraying it. "You see how wet this is, big man?" And I'm just in my mind, in my head, I'm like, you can't be on your knees looking me in my eyes, calling me big man, talking about some wet stuff, like because now I'm starting to see some stuff. I'm starting to think some stuff. So she's just going back and forth, just trying to explain the kit and all that, and you know what I'm saying. You got to keep your shoes clean. You got to keep it clean. You got to keep it wet. You got to keep it wet and stuff. Because you got to keep these shoes hard. These shoes are really hard. You got to keep it hard. I'm like, now you keep talking, it's gonna get hard. You need to stop now. We not attracted to each other. Don't do that now. But she's sweet. She's smooth. I'm telling you, she's smooth. She finished one shoe, she go to the other. She say, "So where you from?" I say, "I'm from Louisiana." Oh, I like them Louisiana people. You know what I'm saying? Them Louisiana people and the Texas people go together real good. I say, "How good do they go together?" Real good. See how wet that feels? It's pretty wet. It's pretty wet. You need to go ahead and just hurry up because you're starting to wake up a little bit. I don't want to poke you in the face now. I want to poke you. Say, hey, look, you feel that big man? Like you gonna feel that big man in a second if you keep playing now. Go ahead and finish cleaning that shoe. So she's just cleaning the shoe, but like I said, she on her knees, bent down, looking at me in my eyes, calling me big man. Don't do that. Don't do that. So she's trying to sell me. She wants to sell. But I'm not but men, we don't think right. So I'm looking at it as purely sexual and she looking at it as purely business. And I'm like, yeah, so there's the kit and then there's just like this, there's just the spray itself. The spray, I don't think it come with the brush. I know they come with the brush too, the spray and the brush, right? That's what she was using, the brush. So you get the whole kit or you just get the spray and the brush. She trying to get me to do the kit, but I'm like, she's selling me so good. She's sweet talking me so good. I'm just like, I do need something for myself. You know what I'm saying? I probably won't. I probably don't need the kit, but I will get this. I'm gonna get the spray. I'm gonna get the spray. I'm gonna get the brush. She talked me into it. She got like she got me. She was so smooth, and she's an attractive stud. Like she got me. So my thing is, she's dangerous for women. If she got me, if she got me like that, I know she pulling women. I know she pulling women. I just know. And she's strapping women down. I know it. I know it. So I'm like, so she done sweet talked me into buying something or whatever the case may be. Thank you for your business, Big Daddy. You can come back anytime you want. Da 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 da. All right, now you can call me Big Daddy. Okay, where's the strap? Where's the strap for you? Not for me, for you. Because I don't even know if you want the real thing, but I'll put your strap on and we can hit the bathroom right now. Because I know you got it on you. I know you keep that thing on you. Just like I keep my thing on me, I know you keep your thing on you. That's how I felt. So I had to get up out that mall. We finished making the circle. I had to get up out that mall. Stud got me in the mood. That's crazy work. Crazy work. Crazy to even say coming out my mouth. Me and Jazz both agreed that we needed to go back to the crib to take a nap. We needed to recover from the medicine and breakfast. We full. We on the mimosas, so we feeling good. We need a nap. We gonna go home, take a nap, and then we gonna come. I'm thinking we gonna come back out and finish the rest of Friday before we got to go to the comedy show at midnight. So we go back to her apartment at about 4:00. This is where the BS started. We come back to her apartment at 4:00. I took my nap. I don't know if she took hers. I know when I woke up, she was already up. So I took my nap at 4. This is how I know I was tired. When I woke up, it was 6. I think it was either 6 or 6:30, but it was after 6:00, around 6:00. I got up. I can hear her. She's in her room. She's not in the living room, but she's in her room. So I come in the living room. I can hear her from her room. The rooms are not soundproof, so I can hear. She's on the phone. And it's like, okay, you're on the phone. All right, cool. Have a conversation. I'm expecting her to come out and at least chill me. At least chill me in the front, or if we're gonna go out and do something like the mini golf thing, we're gonna go out and do the mini golf thing. But she stayed in the room. for a good period of time. She might have. I think she came out, got something from the kitchen, but went back in. She was on FaceTime, right? So I'm just sitting there and I'm trying to keep myself entertained. I'm at this point. I'm feeling kind of isolated. I'm feeling kind of ignored. The way the tone of the trip was, like when we was in the apartment, there was a lack of communication. There was not a real attempt or effort to actually talk in inside the apartment. When we went out, yeah, she talked, she acknowledged me, cool. When we were in the house, I just kind of felt like all the attention went to other people. And for me, I just want to say that if you're going to be a host, you kind of want to be cautious of that. Because for me, I'm looking at it as like, I'm only here for a couple days. All I asked was for 3 days. Let me come. I've traveled hours to be here. I'm here for you. I want to be engaged with you while I'm here because I don't know when the next time I'm going to be back. That was my whole thing. I don't know when I'm coming back. So let's make the most of this time while I'm here. And it just kind of felt like she put more effort into talking to others than actually talking to me. And I'm not Jazz, I don't know if you're gonna watch this or not. I'm not saying this to be mean. We haven't spoke on the phone since I left. So I haven't had a chance to address this. But I don't. I want to say. Like I said, I want to be grateful. I want to say I'm grateful for you housing me, driving, all that stuff. So I don't want to say this is like a bad thing, but I do want to put it out there that I did feel like there was a lack of. I didn't get your attention. I didn't get the attention from you that I felt like I was supposed to get while I was there. And it is what it is. I'm one thing I said to myself in my 30s, I'm not gonna hold on to like stuff like that. So I let it go. I'm not thinking about it, blah blah blah. But for the timeline, Friday was a tough night for me because I was looking forward to actually having to doing stuff with you. So I'm out in the living room. I'm watching stuff on YouTube. I'm watching stuff on Netflix. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm bored out of my mind. I want to have a conversation with you, but you're in the room. She's in the room. She's on FaceTime. I didn't went down. Her apartments have a community area, like a bungalow area that's next to the pool and stuff like that. So I didn't went outside a couple times, go sit out there by the pool. I'm walking around. And for context, um, Jazz did give me a key to her apartment just in case I left and needed to get back in. But the problem with where she lives is it's controlled on her phone, the gate to get in. So Jazz don't always like to answer the phone. So if I leave, my handicap was if I can't get in touch with her to press the button on her phone to open the gate, then I'm stuck outside and I'm waiting for people who live in her apartment area to open up the gate and try to sneak in behind them. And that's just something I didn't want to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if she was gonna go somewhere, I was gonna go with her. If I was gonna go somewhere, I wanted to go with me because I want to be able to just get back in the gate. I didn't want to leave and try to go do anything and can't get in touch with her to get back in the gate, and it'd be a long time before somebody come and opens the gate. Like that was the handicap, was getting into the gate. Like the residents have it on their phone to open the gate. It's a button, it's an app. So that was the handicap. So I didn't kept myself entertained for a couple. I didn't kept myself entertained from about 6 o'clock all the way to 9 o'clock. That's when she finally came out of the room, and she came out of the room at 9 o'clock, fully dressed in a red dress, talking about she's going to get some medicine. She'll be right back. Now I know her going to get some medicine look. It's bummy, and most of the time she has her hair wrapped up in a bonnet or something. If she's going and coming right back. You are fully dressed to the nines like you are going to the Las Vegas Strip to sell some tail. You are hooker dressed. Hooker dressed. So in my mind, I'm like, you're not going and coming right back. I knew when she was leaving for a while based on how she was dressed. I didn't say anything because I'm like, okay, as long as you're back in time for us to go to the comedy show, I'm cool. I realized that we wasn't gonna go mini golf and we wasn't gonna go do anything else. We wasn't even gonna chill and talk in the house. She was going to go out, and I'm just like, okay, you're leaving me. You've already been in the room for hours and now you're leaving me. Okay. And I didn't say anything. I let her go. Just be back in time for the show to start. So time goes on and 11 o'clock comes. The show starts at midnight. The show is 30 minutes away. She has not shown back up. Okay. 11:20 comes. I call twice. She doesn't answer the phone neither time. At this point, I'm getting hot. I'm getting pissed because now I'm feeling like I'm about to miss my comedy show. I feel like I'm about to miss my show that I paid for, that she knew about a week prior. This was already on the docket. This is planned. This is something that we actually have planned. It has a time. She texts me at 11:30, talking about she pulling up. Okay. In my mind, I'm like, all right, you're pulling up. Maybe we can get there as the show is starting. Okay, cool. But keep in mind, when black people say they pulling up, they not really pulling up. Jazz did not pull up until midnight. The show has started. We still got to drive 30 minutes to get there. She pulls up into the gate. I'm sitting on my car. I am hot. I am Ike Turner hot. I'm ready to smack anime at this point. I'm hot. But she's feeling good. She's in a good mood. She's talking about something, get in the car. Let's go. I really contemplated not even going at all. Because I'm like, dude, I'm going to miss half the show. Why would I want to go? I'm going to miss half the show. But I'm like, okay, I want to salvage some of this night. I want to at least try to laugh because I'm not in a good mood at all. I'm hot. So I get in the car. Guess what? She's on the phone. Of course. So we pull off. She's on the phone for a little bit, but she gets off the phone. I'm mad. I'm not sure if she's paying attention to the fact that I'm mad because she didn't ask me if I was okay. She got off the phone. She turned the music up. Now we're off. We're driving. She's messed up. She's clearly out of it, tired, whatever the case may be. She misses the exit. She takes an exit that she wasn't supposed to take. So we turn off too soon and we got to reroute, get back on the highway to get going. We lose another 10 minutes. By the time we pull up, it's 12:45. We got to park. We park. We pay the man. The man says we got to be back to the parking garage or the little area before they close. It closes at 2. The show was from 12 to 2. The gate is going to close before 2. So by the time we walk into the show, y'all, it's 1 o'clock. I'm hot. I've missed half the show that I paid for. I had never been to any. And I've been to a comedy show on a cruise. Yes. But I hadn't actually been to an actual comedy club, a little space where comics go on stage and tell their jokes. So I'm hot. I didn't miss half the show that I didn't pay for. And it meant something to me because it's on my list of something I've always wanted to do in my lifetime. She had already been to a comedy show. She's seen Cat Williams. So to her, it probably wasn't that big of a deal because we just go into this little hole in the wall with local comics. Cool. But to me, it meant something. It was a big deal. And I missed half of it. So I'm mad. So when I get in there, I've missed half the comedians. I don't know if they were good or if they were bad. They probably was bad, but it didn't matter whether it was good or bad. I just wanted to enjoy the whole show that I paid for. We get in there. The first comic that was on the stage, he was funny. Fat Mexican. He had Mexican. Of course, everybody had their own jokes based on how they looked. Fat Mexican, he had Mexican jokes. Then after him was a guy that looked like a school shooter, and he came up there with school shooter jokes. It was terrible. It was cringeworthy, but he did it. After him, it was this corny guy that thought he was, corny people that think they cool. That was his shtick. Corny jokes that he thought was cool coming out of his mouth. And then the last thing we actually had time for was the funniest comedian of it all, which was a guy, a paraplegic in a wheelchair, legs didn't work, and his jokes was disabled jokes, which we're all going to hell for laughing at, but they were funny. I think one of the jokes was like, it's hard for him to have a girlfriend because when he gets mad, she can just go. And one thing he's not about to do is get up and chase her. And that was hilarious because he can't get up. That was funny. I'm not about to get up and chase you because I can't. So you can just go. That was funny. But that's all we had time. We had time for like 40, 30, like 40 minutes worth of comedians. So four comics is what I got to saw. They all had like 10-minute sets, so 40 minutes. Because we didn't want the gate to close, so we had to get back out to the car. 4 minutes, 4 comedians, 40 minutes. That's all I got from a 2-hour show. So, yeah, I'm upset. We get back, we drive back to the apartment. I go to the room, I go to sleep. I'm going to just try to have a better Saturday. Saturday come, I hear her leave early, and I heard her leave early in the morning. She didn't say where she was going or what she was doing, so she left again. No communication. I'm afraid to leave the apartment because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get back in. But I said, forget it, because time was going on and I was hungry and I hadn't heard from her. So I found this place close to her apartment called Willie's. I was going to go sit down at Willie's, have some catfish, da-da-da-da. As soon as I sat down at the table, she calls me. No, she texts and says, I'm cooking today. So you know what I did? I got my butt up out the seat and I went back to the car because I'm like, I'm not about to pay for food if you're going to cook. Cool. So when she calls, she telling me she got 3 stores to go to. I'm like, what are you cooking that you're going to all these stores to get all this food? It sounds like she's racking up a lot of food. So I'm like, okay, I'm thinking she's going to cook a meal and then we're going to go out and do some stuff. I'm dressed to go out. I got my going out clothes on. It's my last day in Houston. I want to go out. But she texts me back saying we're having a kickback. Who is we? And you telling me we're gonna be inside? If you've made the decision, because I had already seen, I wanted to go do the mini golf thing. I wanted to go to the botanical gardens. I had places I actually wanted to go. I didn't get to say that I wanted to go there because she had already said she was gonna cook, and she was already in the process of buying the food. So I'm like, I'm not gonna have her waste her money, buy the food, and she don't cook it. So, but I'm in my, and so I'm like, we are having a, who is we? I get back to her apartment. She lets me in. As soon as I walk through the door, she says her guy friend will be pulling up soon. So now our one-on-one time it's become a group thing. We're gonna have a kickback. Okay. But I'm still thinking in my mind, okay, we're gonna cook, eat, and then we're gonna go out and do something. I'm thinking that in my mind. So he comes over, I meet him. Cool dude. I like him. Cool dude. Um, we're gonna do stuff in the oven and we're gonna put stuff on the pit. But you gotta put the pit together. He goes out on the back of me. He puts the pit together. I'm in the kitchen cooking with her, which was cool because it's been a long time since we cooked together. We used to cook together, and that was always fun. And we hadn't done it in a long time, so we did that. But time was going by. The food was taking, a while to make. By the time we got done, we ate. We ate. We had some alcohol, and it had gotten dark. And based on the way she looked out of it, tired. Like she looked like she was not going out. I'm gonna just say that. And if she wasn't gonna go out, I wasn't gonna go out. Cause what my whole point was to do stuff with you, go out with you, hang out with you. So she didn't say that she was gonna go out. She didn't ask me, did I want to go out? Anything. It's just like she was drunk. She was out of it. So I'm just like, it had got late, and it just got to the point where I just got cleaned up and I put on my night clothes and I just went to the room and went to bed. Didn't think nothing of it. I was like, okay, well, this was my Saturday. It was the kickback. Didn't get to go out. Okay. I didn't know this until the next day because she didn't tell me. But they had left. late that night. They went out. I didn't know this. I was deep in a sleep. I was deep in my coma. I heard them come back in. I didn't know what time it was. I didn't check my phone, but I heard them come back in. Right? And when I finally got up that Sunday morning, they were out of it. They were out of it. Now this was late on. She told me that they got in at 4 in the morning. I don't know what time they left, but they left late and they got back at 4 in the morning. So they went out. I didn't go out. They went out. And I kind of wish they had told me they were going out because maybe they wanted to go out and be alone and stuff like that. Cool. But my thing was like, even if I didn't go with them, I would have liked to have found some place that was open late that I could at least went to for myself, so I could have did one thing, and I could have left comfortably knowing that you were gonna be out and up. That if I called you, you could let me back into the gate. I got the key, but the whole point of me not leaving was not being able to get back to the gate. But if you're already out, I know if I call you, you can answer the phone and you can let me back into the gate. Just let me go do something. But I was not aware that they left, so I woke up the next morning. I packed up. And I said my goodbyes to him. He came out. He had his breakfast. She was still knocked out in the room. I couldn't wait for her. She called me at 6 o'clock Sunday evening when I was halfway home. That's what time she woke up. She got in at 4 in the morning. She didn't wake up till 6 in the evening. That's when she called me. So I left. I hit the road. On the way back home, I was like, damn, I really didn't do nothing Saturday. I didn't go out. I didn't have no fun. Like no outside fun. So before I went home, I hit up Jai. Jai's on the way home. I hit up Jai. I say, hey, Jay, let's go to Top Golf. We've been talking about it for years and years. We ain't never been. I didn't really get to go out Saturday to do nothing for my birthday. Meet me at Top Golf. I want to kick your butt. Right? So this was like the best part of my trip. And the trip was really over. The best part of my trip was on the way home. I linked up with Jai. We went to Top Golf. And me and her are competitive. We got this competitive spirit. She beat me in go-kart. So she's up 1-0. The next thing is Top Golf. So we compete in sport. We keep competing in outdoor activities. Who is better? Who's the better athlete? So she talk trash, I talk trash, she Tiger Woods, blah, 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 blah. So she pull up with her mom jeans, because she with her mom jeans everywhere, or whatever case. When she pulled up in mom jeans, I was like, bro, ain't no way I'm about to let this, I'm not about to let you beat me in mom jeans. I'm not about to do that. So I pull up. I already got a few practice rounds in. She pull up. It's time to get it going. It's time to kick some butt. We battling. I win the first round. We most of the time we do best 2 out of 3. I won the first round. She won the second round. I'm really playing with her. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like I'm playing with her. I know I'm better than her, but I let her win one to make it interesting. I don't want to beat down on a woman. You know what I'm saying? Equality. So that third set came. Best 2 out of 3, right? The loser has to take a shot. I didn't want to drink, so I didn't want to lose. So I said that last round, I was going to whoop her. Man, I had the worst round there. I consider myself to be a clutch player. Go time, crunch time. I pulled out my worst performance when I needed it the most. And she whooped me. I mean, she mollywopped me in Top Golf. So now she's up 2-0. Go-kart, Top Golf. The next thing we're doing is bowling. And I'm going to win that for mankind. She's not going to beat, fellas, she's not going to beat me in bowling. I promise you she's not going to beat me in bowling. Clip this, hold me to it. She's not going up 3-0. She's not going to sweep me. But she beat me in Top Golf. I'm a man of my word. We go to the bar. I order a shot of Casamigos, but she gonna take it with me. So we get our shot of Casamigos, we take it, and I hit the road back to finish home. I had an hour left. She texts me 30 minutes, halfway home, she texts me talking about something. I'm feeling that Casamigos, and the Casamigos did hit. It did hit. But I enjoyed the time with Jai at Top Golf because she showed up, she gave me attention, she cheered me on while competing against me. She was my biggest cheerleader. I didn't even realize she was cheering me on until I watched it back. She was cheering me on while competing with me. And it was just a vibe, man. We always have a good time when we link up, and that was exactly what I needed. I forgot about the entire rest of the trip when me and Jai linked up and played Top Golf. I was in that moment. I was having fun. She was having fun, laugh, smiling. It was had the time of our lives, and that's exactly what I needed to cap off the trip. I felt like Sunday made up for Saturday. So I want to thank you, Jai, for showing up and showing out and giving me the time of my life, man. It was fun. We're going to run it back in Top Golf again, but we're going bowling. I'm going to get you. I'm going to dog walk you. You going to lose, and that's it. You're not going three up on me. I can't let that happen. My pride won't let that happen. But, and that was the end of the trip. But all in all, I say that to say, even though I didn't get to fulfill my time in Houston the way I wanted to. I'll do, like I said, I want to thank Jazz for hosting me, for giving me a place to lay my head for free because she didn't have to do it, and for driving me when we did go out because of my anxiety of driving. Even though I'm a good driver, it's not like I was afraid of crashing anything. It's just traffic gets me riled up. So I didn't want to paint I don't want to paint Jazz in a bad light. That's my best friend. That's my OG. That's my day one, and I love her. We gonna have our moments where we disagree and we just not on the same page. We wasn't on the same page, and that's just what it was, and that's okay. I'm letting it go. I'm grateful. Thank you. I can't wait to come back and see you again. Hopefully the results will be different the next time I'm back. But like I said, thank you for having me. And that was my 30th birthday trip for you guys. Kind of lengthy, longer story time than I'm used to, but I just wanted to make sure I covered the entire trip for what it was and give context so people don't think Jazz was was a bad host. She kind of was, but you know, it's just we just wasn't on the same page. I want to leave it at that because I don't want to get into it any deeper, and we don't need to dwell on it. We don't need to be mad at each other. I'm not mad at her, anything like that. That's still my OG. Love her to death, and that is what it is. Thank you, Jazz. Thank you, Jai. Thank you for making my birthday. Thank you to everybody who wished me a happy birthday. I appreciate y'all. That's the end of this story time, and stay tuned for the next story time, y'all. I'm out.